Всех приветствую на канале НСК Play. Сегодня мы начинаем новое событие, точнее, я продолжаю проходить игру под названием L.A.Noire.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Intense.
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
They all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps. Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with one case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get... Come on, Phelps.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Burkowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat, now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No, you were up there all night.
Draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. You finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski.
What did you do? I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Oh, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
All units, the 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
Очень странно, что периодически пропадают диалоги,
There's blood all over the interior.
но так они
Someone's
на
copped the full
английском.
Broderick, but no
Не очень
stiffs
важно.
yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work, sir.
I don't think so. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
How's the world looking?
Always the same through a viewfinder. How about you?
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Mystery sample waiting at the lab.
Ну, как вы догадались, наш детектив очень догадливый. А. Очки.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Happier times, I guess.
something big, right?
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Got friends who work at the exam. How about $5?
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of
Самый
something,
главный
mister?
наш зритель подключился. Привет, Максим.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going? Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Самое подозрительное, что не работают диалоги. Слышь?
Just a minute.
О, сейчас она что сказал.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk. Kavanaughs. So who brought this home? This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Если ты еще не свалил, скажи, как меня слышно. Это нормально? То очень
A
хорошо.
used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get
А
out
то
of
со мной
this
даже
house.
игра не хочет разговаривать. Диалоги не работают.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil.
Да,
So
типа
the
очки
glasses
те же
are a
самые.
match.
Громче себе сделал. Может быть, ты просто в настройках повысишь громкость. Но у меня максимальная сейчас громкость. Просто прибавь себе звук и все. Классно, я нашел решение, да? Ну, в смысле, я играю за детектива. Вот, тут, короче, видели? Ну, ты понял, ты же начал смотреть оттуда с машины, да? То есть машину ты видел, это окровавлено. Вот, этого чувака убили, походу. Вот, я расследую дело. Вот как бы, в чем суть.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Так, надо позвонить. Это телефон видел.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge
Не лагает
1247.
картинка нормальная?
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Так, надо выйти на улицу. Посмотреть. Так.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Это не то. Но он же вроде хотел, чтобы я вышел.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Очень интересно.
That can't be right.
Какой высокий уровень головоломки. Так-то...
No, that won't work.
Оба. Так, это трубы... А вот одной трубы не хватает. Вот этой трубой и убили. который там лежит
So
на,
the pipe
на месте.
missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Так. Ну, теперь сейчас пойду ее допрошу ее и поедем, наверное. В бар. Почему она со мной не хочет разговаривать? Ага.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
Поэтому мы уже нашли.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Так я же вроде уже все осмотрел.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Кстати, надо по выражению лица определить, врет она или нет. Мне кажется, она не врет.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Он опять правду говорит.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early too. He
Ты
normally
чё?
never
А
leaves
я
the bar
смотрю,
till about
кто-то
7.
зашел и вышел. Типа надоело смотреть вообще.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here
Так,
yesterday?
профляр.
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
Опять правильно.
I kept
Да я
yelling
прям
at the
вообще
girls, old ones
угадываю.
away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Ого, ты пропиарил мне даже не в чате. Да я просто шокирован. Так,
Your
спички.
husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time.
Не врет он.
Up until recently, he's
Хорошо.
been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Но она не врет.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Так, теперь надо нам поехать в этот. Так, что тут еще? И что это?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Почему музыка играла? Странно.
Have a good look around.
got to be something in here to go on.
Тут я был. Тут я тоже. Вот холодильник я не смотрел. Холодильник, да? Что это за надпись?
I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
Так, походу, надо оттуда уезжать. Потому что, в принципе, не знаю, я вроде все изучил. Или не все. Что его? Пусть. Ну, самолетик, да? И что?
This is going to help us.
Find Adrian, officer.
Поехали
Bring him
отсюда.
home, please.
Сваливаем. Покататься, что ли? Так. Кстати, вот очень на мафию игра похожа. По этой. Такие же машинки. Так. Поехали в бар. Эх, сейчас по тротуару поездить.
Pandora brand soap's got that creamy, active lather that's soothing and gentle.
All units, officers, help Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
It's a luxury that any woman can afford. Just a few cents a cake. Now that's thrifty. With its flower-like fragrance, it's a Hollywood secret. Ask your grocery for Pandora brand soap today.
На. Все-таки я вписался в кого-то.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
All these grits?
You looking for someone?
I love these waitresses. Everyone's a doll.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
My eggs were running.
Yeah.
He just refuses to accompany me.
Frank Morgan?
А,
Who's ass?
он, наверное.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that
Ха.
he's missing?
Я в смысле смотрю, ну да, чтобы чат смог видеть. Поэтому да. Так.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Не верю ему. У него
You're
рожа
lying,
такая.
Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that
Чем
rail
я
yard?
докажу? Чем я докажу? Чем могу доказать? Я могу доказать.
You were there, Morgan.
Huh.
We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked. Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Не знаю, я сомневаюсь,
Tired of your
что...
shtick, Morgan.
Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple
Нормально.
and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
Значит,
I
поедем.
think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops. Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Boy, that steak has seen better days.
Арестовывать его или нет? Давай арестуем. Я его подозреваю.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
All these grits?
Надеюсь, я не зря его посадил.
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Type is clever. Hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from technical
Ну да. Блин, он отвлекся на чат. Капец.
depot is not human. Repeat, not human.
Бля.
Compositional analysis
Сейчас бы водить
reveals
научиться.
Ryan as the most likely match.
Капец.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Ого, ого. Ого.
Careful!
Бля. Бля, ну как бы. Ну чё он не едет? Ясно. Капец, как меня еще прав не лишили.
If you use the siren, maybe those
Да, вообще.
cars would know you're in a
Хожу так себе. Лучше бы я заставил бы этого напарника довести. Ну, вот сюда. Капец, чуть не сбил его. Ну, ничего страшного. Я даже не знаю, что будет, если я задавлю кого-нибудь. Может быть, меня сразу уволят. Так, а чё, куда нам? Морган. Вторая. Квартира 2.
Apartment 2.
Окей, погнали. Квартира 2. Так, 1-4. Сюда. 1. Тук-тук.
Help you, gentlemen?
Опа, он живой.
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Do it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back
Капец, он
here
бегает.
right now.
К вам побежал.
It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud.
We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Все. Закончили мы дело. Я так понимаю.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Вот так вот. Понял, Максим? Я хороший полицейский. Детектив, если точнее. Опа, одну улику не нашел какую-то. Капец. Ну, походу, не хватило мне одной улики, чтобы... Угу, да.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Do you think this lipstick is too light for my complexion?
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran.
Куда ехать?
Intelligence has information on a stolen car rack.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Давай нас напарник довезет, думаю, будет намного лучше. Ха-ха. А то мне что-то это не хочу я ехать. А у меня не получается.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You were on fire today, Einstein.
Видишь, как он водит аккуратный, как я вожу.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall.
Я не понял, зачем он так назад сдавался. Мне не понять это типа вождения. Так.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
Че, опять кого-то убили? Или не? Просто...
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Ну и что такое? Машина, ничего.
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Не понял. Окей, ладно. Пойдем посмотрим. Флаг Аргентина. Никто вроде никого не убивал.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Капец, скрутили колеса. Причем одно колесо скрутили и все. И столько из-за этого кипиш. Капец.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. A car ring would have
Зачем,
stood in
зачем?
a warehouse.
Странно. Зачем? Он даже к этому придирается. А стаканчик? А, да. Буду весь мусор собирать, который на земле. Надо багажник открыть.
Empty.
О, запаски нету. Прикольное место под запаску.
Swab the underwear for traces of blood and semen. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Видишь, насчет Аргентины я не прав. Так, и что? Номеров нет. Да я заметил. О, бита. И что, ну бита.
Circumstantial.
Мелочь. Ну да, просто так посреди вот улицы так валяется бита, ну да. Так. Может, побазарить с кем-нибудь?
I don't know why you're doing that, buddy, but I wish
Не
you'd
хочется не
stop.
базарить. Так. Бутылки. Ну и что? Капец, само дело тупое.
Seems irrelevant.
Конечно, не относится, нахер это надо. Че это носить? Он тоже это изучает, капец. О. Что тут стоит паль?
Please tell me what's going on. Clear this area immediately.
It's him, the cop from the newspaper.
Ящика смотреть. Нет? По-любому надо этого мужика что-нибудь спросить.
Oswald
О,
Jacobs?
That's right.
он точно что-нибудь знает. Ну, какой довольный мужик.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere
Не
near the
подходил.
car?
Ой, не
After I scared them off?
врет
No, I
по-любому.
didn't
Как
go
же он мог не
anywhere
подойти
near
к
that
машине?
car.
Блин, да врет.
How do you know there were 3 of them? It was dark. It must be 50 feet from the kitchen to the car.
You telling me I'm lying?
Хз, о чем отвечать. Это ничего не дает.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for
Он не врет,
yourself.
он
I was
сомневается.
curious. Ain't a law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Я ему
You
верю,
look
да.
like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you
Хотел
for your
меня
help, Mr.
обдурить.
Jacobs. You can speak to Officer
Да.
Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Так. Лакнул. Очень интересно.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
Прикольно, он девушек подписывает, да? А, он всех подписывает, да? Опа.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Все, я понял, не надо. Читать, пожалуйста. Боже. Мгм.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Телефон. Капец. Как у них все круто сделано.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person,
Всё
Mrs.
понятно.
Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Может быть это?
Any messages?
Детишки скрутили.
For you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks, ma'am. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Поехали.
Yes, sir,
В
detective.
отделение едем.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement
Зачем?
from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Автосалон ехать, не ехать, ехать, не ехать. Может быть, в автосалон съездить? Если что, будем давить, что мы ключ нашли. Сейчас каких-нибудь мексиканцев
This has
найдем.
got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm gonna go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Угу. Чувствую, не зря я сюда приехал.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
По-любому у него мексиканцы какие-нибудь работают. Это, конечно, не расизм. Как черный.
We keep all our tools in here.
Ну вот он.
Mind if we
Не
look around?
хватает его.
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey?
Ой, надо ключи еще развесить, капец. Сейчас бы ключи развешивать. Не.
That's not right.
Ну и так же понятно, что не хватает ключа, чё, блин.
Wrong size.
Что-то, кстати. Ну вот видно, но ключа не хватает. Красного который лежит. О,
Gabriel Delgado is missing a
Габриэль Дельгадо. Габриэль. Вот, он и виноват. Чего уж там. Вот он, походу.
Don't think this is any
Свечи нам
use to
тоже
us.
не нужны.
Nothing
Нам
significant.
нужен вот этот сам мужик. Вылазь, сука. Опа, номера.
Optimistic, Cole.
Да это по-любому он скрутил. Надо только доказать.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Ну вот же номера. Прям четко видно, что они спизжены. Как хлам, ну. Что ты нам предлагаешь делать?
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
Ну вот же они, блин. Че, издеваешься?
Not much help.
От напарника помощи ни хера нет. Ладно. Мы зря сюда приехали.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Угу.
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know about this?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
So Valdez was just driving by and he saw
Блин. Неправильно
Yeah, something
сказал.
like that. Happens all the time.
Капец.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
You're lying. You got him holed up somewhere.
I'm having nothing to do with that kid. You can't prove any different. That kid's temper's like a time bomb. I want nothing more to do with him or you.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Короче, я вообще не угадаю.
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
We'll be keeping an eye on you, Dewey, and spreading the word that you don't like to cooperate with the LAPD.
Да уж. Ладно, погнали. У вас есть. Я не угадываю. Но он по-любому вон он.
You're behind the wheel.
So where you want to go?
Поехали в отделение.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Да уж.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dust.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Чё-то.
Bought a Packard?
Aw.
Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Don't tell that to the Argentine taxpayers. Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I
Ой,
want the
конечно.
perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
Пиздит.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
Мне кажется, он врет. А чё он врет?
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny,
Oops.
Ben, Miguel, Tristan,
Спалил.
and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy.
Yeah, but
I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
нормально. Ну что, теперь можно ехать к этому и выкладывать всё.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
Вот так вот.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Ну что, Максим, как тебе сюжет?
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please. See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so involved in matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
Он все еще лежит. Пойдем искать этого. Сейчас будем мутить.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh?
Капец, с ним
Maybe a
базарить нельзя.
used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Можешь позвонить нам? Чуть не сбил меня. Вообще, смотри на дорогу.
That's the guy from the paper. Solved that big case.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Gabriel Delgado.
Delgado. Last known address has him living with a common-law wife. 103 Hill Street, apartment 3.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Значит, нам надо ехать к этому мексиканцу.
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Неплохая. Это все, что ты можешь сказать? Вот так вот, да? Неплохая. Опа, мексиканца. Сейчас, походу, жара начнется. Так,
Okay, let's see
тоже
what
не.
Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just
Не
hope
он.
our archangel hasn't already flown.
What
Ah.
the hell is this guy doing?
Так, куда идти? Как узнать, в какой он квартире живет? Так, непонятно.
What now?
Let's knock on Gabriel's door, see who's home.
А какая у него дверь? Третья. Ну, пусть это будет.
Yes.
Мне не важно, куда встречаться.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
Началось.
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
Бред нам. Оба.
So how far along are you?
Флаг Аргентины.
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right.
вот.
So how's it going to be when you go into labor and
Да
he's
нельзя.
not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel.
А,
He will
вон
be
кто
a good
уже.
Tell
father.
whether it's the suspect vehicle
Already
from
he
the
works
scene.
hard to provide for us.
Certainly Gabriel's pride and glory.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very
Такая
long
противная
time.
рожа. Окей. Запомнил его. Так, ужин на двоих. Ясно.
Serving
Да,
breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Так вот. Я же великий детектив, все спалил. Да, не, хотя на холодильник. Так. Чайник. Рано, ладно. Смотрим еще что.
Probably nothing.
Наверное.
Maybe. No.
Ну, икон.
Incidental.
Тоненько, тоненько. Понятно, что он тут был. Свалил откуда-то.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Может, надо и опросить уже?
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him.
Мгм.
He no longer respects this man. Dewey.
Короче, тот чувак
He took the car
хотел
to show
поиметь
this
это.
maricon
Он
that
обиделся
he
и
is a
угнал
man.
на тачку. Такое, знаете. Очень интересно. По-любому где-нибудь тут. Сейчас найдем. Опа, колесики.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
Вот с чем он.
I doubt it.
Нет, ну не эти. Молоток.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Надо было сейчас номера бы еще спизженные найти.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
А вот и номера. Да, вот эти черненькие, да.
Diplomatic license plates.
Вот так. Пацан протупил. Ну и чё? Куда дальше? Я все узнал. Может быть, она знает где?
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Ты скрываешь от нас его. Это отвратительно.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him
Хоть
for
3
at
дня он
least
завтракал.
3 nights.
Чё мне гонишь?
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home.
Ты врешь.
I swear it.
Ого, ща. О.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been
Меня не проведешь. Великий сыщик.
He was here last night.
Ага, вчера
I have
вечером. А
never
как же
seen him
завтрак?
so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't
Ты
know
прям
what, and I
врет
don't
просто
want
вот
to
мне
know.
в наглую.
I love him.
Бессовестно.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed.
Sure.
Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe.
Ясно.
There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word.
Блин, сейчас тебя в уличной гонке. О, смотрим, все смотрим. Сейчас будет просто жара. Жарище. Я-то вообще гоняю профессионально. Гонки — это мой конек. Мексикан. Погнали. Вези меня.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado.
И во мне впечатались.
Getting away. Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamp. The next 16-year-old I have to steal out the side. They'll call me. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Чуть бы его не сбил.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Не могу догнать, у него тачка быстрее. Ударил. Сейчас его...
Enough
Бля.
games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Сейчас в бочке въедет, нет?
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Еба. Акшон.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
Какие ты хочешь эмоции? От меня, чтобы я прям кричал? Ну что тут, типа, все изи.
Car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties
Вот так
with
вот,
other
все,
people's autos
видишь?
again anytime soon.
Я
That
расследовал дело
detective
еще одно.
Phelps is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low,
На
and
изи.
your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Меня даже похвалили. Ну, это естественно, что я молодец, это понятно всем. Идеальный детектив. Ну, правда, там налажал молодец, но... Вот так вот. Все. Еще одно дело я закрыл.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Не хочу КС, я устал. Видишь, я настримил.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it. Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Вот так вот. Послал его нахер. Понятно? Просто наш герой раньше вот служил. Убивал кого-то, не помню. Японцев, по-моему. Бам. Ну, в принципе.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles.
Ну, угадайте, кто будет
Got a
это
patrolman
расследовать,
on
конечно
site.
же
The
мы.
coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Ну давай спокойной ночи, я как раз тоже заканчиваю, потому что я уже затянул немного, потому что я два дела раскрыл. Я уже молодец. Все, всем Всем пока. Спокойной ночи. Тебе тоже пока. Главный мудр.